Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another fantastic edition of No Laying Up's Wild World of Golf. We are coming at you live today from Jacksonville Beach Municipal Golf Course right here in sunny Jacksonville, Florida. It's our home course here in the Sunshine State, and we are thrilled to be joined by 17-time PGA Tour winner. He's a U.S. Open champion. He's Player of the Year. He's Mr. 58. You guys know who he is. He's Jim Furyk. He's a guy who needs truly no introduction. Before we do anything today, we want to give a big thanks to our friends at Callaway Golf. They're a sponsor of ours, they're a sponsor of Jim's, and they were nice enough to make this very stupid competition possible. So big thank you to all of our friends at Callaway Golf. Listen, I know if you're watching this, you probably need to buy golf stuff. Just go buy it from Callaway. You know, they help us with literally everything. CallawayGolf.com. It's pretty simple to get involved. Anyways, on to today's match. We have, of course, already mentioned Jim Furyk, but let's introduce you to his opponents today. Here at the beloved Muni, Jim is going to be taking on a duo affectionately known as the C-Suite, Tron Carter and Chris Solomon. Tron and Soly will be playing a two-man scramble against Jim today, and the tour star is going to have his hands full, to be totally candid. To help him feel a little bit more at home out there, though, tournament organizers have arranged a special surprise for Jim.
Don't breathe through your nose or your mouth.
A special young caddy for Mr. Furyk, a young man he's pulled out all the stops to try to fill the shoes of Jim's longtime caddy, Mike Fluff Cowan. Take a look.
Hey guys, thanks for covering it. But happy to see we got the tour bag today. Oh yeah, excited to put this on my back.
Callie would have it no other way.
Of course not. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have it any way. I'm looking for a workout.
Let me see. You do have a rain suit, umbrella. It could be lighter.
I mean, they've talked about having the Open out here, but in the summer, it's just too fast. It's really too fast. So
which Open were we talking about?
The Jacksonville Open. I got some tees for you.
It's coming down.
No laying up tees, of course.
They're wood at least, they're not plastic.
Oh, well, it's the best quality, always. Small shop.
All right, the players are warmed up and ready to go. It looks like it's about time to send it down to our man on the ground, Big Randy, who's going to get a word from today's competitors.
Welcome, folks. Sunny Jacksonville Beach Municipal Golf Course. We are here with another wild world of golf. To my right, man who needs probably no introduction, Mr. 58. Jim, how are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm a little nervous. Never seen the course before, but I've got mini fluff on the bag. I'm ready to go.
I was going to ask, how'd you sleep last night?
I didn't go to bed.
Listen, I understand two formidable foes here. What's the status of the game coming in? How do you feel about the game right now?
My game is pretty solid. I'm a little bit more worried about their game, and I understand they call themselves average players. They're both scratch handicaps, so the average guy doesn't break 100. They shoot about 72, so it's close. Scramble format, not going match play, we're going medal play. So, no mistakes can be made on my side of things. They can hit it in the water all day and still have a partner. So, I think I got my hands full, but, I'm ready for the challenge.
Last question before I get to our competitors. Do you have a number in mind?
You're talking golf scores, right?
I'm talking golf scores now, but we can talk later about some other numbers.
Now you're really scaring me, I'll be honest with you. Jim Nance would never say anything like that.
Jim's a close personal friend of mine. Jim and I go about things a little bit differently. What do you think it's going to take to beat these guys?
I think if I shoot like 2 or 3 under, I think I can talk my way into a victory.
Love it. Let me bring in some folks. The viewers, of course, will know Mr. Chris Solomon, Mr. Tron Carter. Chris, how are you today?
I'm great, Big Randy. Just thrilled to be back and thrilled to have you on the microphone as always.
Tron?
I'm great. I don't know where Jim got the scratch handicap from me. I've trended from a 2.1 to a 3.1 just in the last 3 days alone. So, wow, not good.
Well, talk to me. Any team strategy you guys are looking to execute on today?
I don't think we need a lot. I mean, I heard a lot of excuses coming from Jim before we even teed off. It sounds like he's a lot more worried. He's put a little more confidence in me. Now I think we can really, really put the pedal down. I'm just going to go do what I do best, which is pretend like I can play with the pros.
Tron, you're, of course, a generational driver of the golf ball. Is your role today get it in the fairway, let Soly do some wedge work?
Yeah, I'm going to try to neutralize Jim in that regard. I know he's going to be in the fairway all day, especially 10, 11, 13, 15, hoping to unleash him, to get him to give it a good rip at the green there. So yeah, I'm just going to try to do what I do and free my partner up.
Well, guys, I appreciate the time. Best of luck today. Okay. the world, I speak for all of us, we can't wait to see what happens.
Thanks so much for being here.
Randy, thanks for being here.
Yeah,
man.
thank you guys.
Thanks for everything you do for the game.
That means a lot. Thank you, Tron.
Good stuff, Randy. If these guys are ready to roll, we're going to be playing the back nine today at Jack's Beach. And this golf course just underwent a pretty massive restoration by a local architect, a good friend of ours, Harrison Minshew. To be candid, it used to be, kind of a shithole, but now it's in as good a shape as we've ever seen it. And we are very excited to show it to you today. Let's start with the polarizing 10th hole. It's a straightaway par 4, just under 400 yards from these blue tees that we'll be playing today. It's got water on the left, OB lurking up there on the right. But if you can find the fairway, hitting it close is still extremely challenging because the green kind of slopes hard from front to back and typically is just rock hard. So that's the kind of local knowledge that hopefully Jim's caddy will be able to arm him with today.
We got about 340 that lone palm straight out.
You think we can get that?
I think it's a good target.
Okay, sounds good.
You aim for the moon. If you miss, you land among the stars.
I like it. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's like one of those math third grade posters.
Oh, you didn't make that up?
No, I didn't. Didn't. Learned it in like third grade.
My gifts, by the way. Oh. Make sure they're in there. The on-point golf ball markers.
Oh my gosh! Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
It's a
Keep that for safekeeping for him. Put that in my bag.
absolutely.
Players.
It's an exchange of gifts here at the first tee. What did you guys bring? What did you guys bring, Jim?
Brought us some teas.
Trash talk.
No. I brought him some teas.
Yeah. Actually, Jim, I'd like to show you too that playing Team Euro here.
I love it.
Playing the Euro ball.
Now we are talking trash.
They call him Turncoat Tron.
Whoever points that goes.
That looks like you guys.
All right.
I'll let you call it, Jim. Diamonds or spades?
I guess diamonds.
All right, we'll go spades.
You're gonna go first.
All right, a bit of gamesmanship has already started right here on the tee here, folks. And Tron Carter will be first to play, sporting what appears to be some bowling shoes of some kind.
Oh, Tron's driven it straight as an arrow. I think that'll run through the fairway, Dennis. But that is safe. That should free Soly up here.
No, I get it.
Ball's away. God, Dennis, that's gorgeous.
Randy, that looks left.
Dennis, I take that back. That is in the water.
Dennis, I can report Jim has a little less than driver here. Ball's away. It's drawing. It's definitely safe. Just be a question if there's enough fairway out there for him. But a good strike here at the first. Back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Randy. Excited to get going here at Jack's Beach. A course that, has put in a ton of work in hopes of hosting a competition like this. Randy, I know this place is near and dear to your heart. How, what's going through your mind? How are you feeling down there?
Dennis, I'm feeling really good. It's just it's a pleasure to be back out on the course. It's my home out here. I love what I do. I love covering these wonderful matches, and really excited, looking forward to see how this one transpires.
Where's your ball again, Soly?
My partner's ball is right here. We're gonna play that one.
He just flexed a bit.
Learn a thing or two about team golf.
He's actually been on Shell's Wonderful World of Golf.
You've actually done Wonderful World of Golf?
And too.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that? Our research department just actually has handed me a card verifying Furyk played against Colin Montgomery in 1999 at Paris Golf Club on Shell's Wonderful World of Golf. That's, crazy stuff. Now he's here. Anyway, he's got 107 down there. It looks like he's got a sand wedge.
Nice strike. Just right at that flag.
Oh, those greens are a bit firm.
Told you, it's got some teeth.
Wow.
That will
Trampoline over there.
That will run away from the flag, but he is aboard. Good strike, just right of the flag. That should end in a pretty similar spot to Jim's. We'll see here if Soly can do a little bit better for the team.
There you go, especially coming out of this rough. It's going to be just so hard to stop it close here on 10.
I want to start this just out.
Soly started this one just right of the flag. Looks pretty good, though.
Pretty good.
Yeah, great shot from Soly there. Any kind of birdie chance here at the 10th just has to feel like a really big victory. Over to Jim's lengthy birdie chance now.
He's got a lengthy putt here, Dennis. Up and over a ridge. Ball's away. A little bumpy. Rolling out towards the hole. Get this one. We'll have a little tester here at the first. I don't know if he wanted that. We'll see how he reacts.
How would you like it?
Back to you.
Well, here's where this team aspect will really start to show its advantage. Soly should have a great read on every single putt today.
Tron is just here on a fact-finding mission. His put's
there's
away.
the safe one.
Hey, great roll, Tron.
We can go for it now.
Good lag.
Jim talking a little shit. Tron has left it short.
Scramble, Tron.
Not sure what Soly learned. Puts away. This one will get to the hole.
Look out!
Oh, and it's right in the heart, Dennis. Oh, you can only wonder if this is a sign of things to come.
Clean that up for me.
Oh, never in doubt. Right in the hole. That's an opening par for Jim. Team Tron Soly, birdie at the first. Back to you, Dennis.
Well, a hot start by the C-Suite there with a birdie on the difficult 10th. And I got to say, I hope this format wasn't a massive mistake by us in the production side of things. But anyway, let's take a look at number 11. This actually used to be the 18th hole here at Jack's Beach. It's another straightaway par 4 with water up the left, but the real challenge here comes in hitting the right section of this very undulating green.
You know, I'm just trying to give you options here. 415.
415 into the wind. All right, let's switch it down.
We'll work it through our process.
Ball to Ron.
Wow.
Dennis, that is dead down the middle.
Straight out.
Position A1 from
That was
Tron.
awesome.
Big stick just hanging out to the right. This might clip our camera.
Right at you, Mace.
Oh, good look at it though. Good drive there. Two good ones.
Lovely.
Balls away, Dennis. That's dead down the middle. That's ripped. What you might expect from one of the top 50 players in the world, quite honestly. Back to you.
All right, so 3 good ones here at 11. Randy, we're just now getting word that it's possible Tron has maybe snuck one past Jim. I don't know. I guess we'll give another shout out to our friends at Callaway Golf on that one.
Had a chance. I found the balls. Position A for everybody. Jim's going to be actually playing first, though. You know, is Tron maybe one of the best golfers ever? I don't know. Maybe technology is just rapidly improving at a, unsustainable, dangerous rate. I don't know. Dennis, back to you.
Yeah, kind of a lot of existential stuff to chew on there, Randy. Though I will say it's probably the wedges, the new MD5 Jaws wedges, of course, where Jim is probably going to separate himself today. He's got 89 yards to the flag here at 11.
He's going to be taking dead aim. Sounded a touch thin. Just past the hole, but it's his down. He'll have a good birdie look. The number, Dennis, is 73.
Yeah.
73 to the flag here. We're going to get to see a new and improved TC. He's been putting in a lot of work on these shots. Good action. He's just tugged it a little, come over the top. Just a little long, they'll take a slope. He's found the green, it's safe, I guess.
Oh, it's just a reminder, it was really a great drive.
You're Soly now 73 yards.
Oh, no.
And when he's tugged it just a little bit, that I think it's going to take the slope. Yeah, it's going to leave him a long birdie putt. Advantage Furyk here at the second hole. Dennis, back to you.
Yeah, Randy, curious which one of these they're going to end up taking here.
We're going to challenge ourselves since we have such a big lead. We're going to go with the one that's even further away. You go with that? I like this one.
Here's Tron. Dennis, this putt is going to work from his left to right. He's got to navigate a big ridge about 7 feet below the hole. That has plenty of pace.
Jesus, Tron.
Tron, I don't know how that one stayed out.
Pass my drive too.
I think you were a little late on that call, bud.
Once again, I think this is mostly in Soly's hands. He honestly now is just looking to cozy it up in the circle of trust. Putts away, taking the ridge. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, hard to blame Soly there, as I'm sure Tron's putt really had him questioning, some of the laws of physics there. They'll have a lot left for par, and Jim has a great look for birdie here.
He's got about 8 feet. Putts away, Dennis. Oh, it just slips by on the right side.
Jim, I'm feeling friendly. That's
He'll
good
clean
there.
that up for his par. Even through 2. Dennis, where this putt is, it's going to take some of that left-right break still. Up the ridge. Putts away. That's a really good-looking stroke. Right in the heart.
Wow.
That's for you, Randy.
That's a necessary par. Good stroke there, Tron.
Making it dramatic for the TV.
Back to you, Dennis.
So great save there by Tron. A nice bounce back after what was truly an ass first putt. Let's head over to the par 3 12th. It should play right around 185 today, back into the wind. Back pin, there's really not much to it other than that lone palm tree that kind of guards the left side of the green. It's really just kind of step up and hit a great shot.
Tron's going with a little choky 4. Good strike, he's tugged it a little bit. Plenty of room to miss back there.
Oh no!
Did that come down?
Hit the tree.
Hit the tree. Not straight left.
Dennis, I'm being told that hit the tree and bounce straight left. That's a tough break. A real tough seam here. Dennis Soly has a 5-iron here. I think he was tucked off the 9. Good strike. He's tugged it a little bit too. It's heading right at that same tree. Okay. Lots of room to miss back there. They'll be okay. They'll have a chance to get that up and down. Dennis Jim has a 5-iron as well. He's working it in off the right. The ball's just hanging out there.
Right into that right bunker, didn't I?
Okay, that's on top. There's room back there. That's definitely doable.
I feel like you're kind of dragging it on the inside, and then really a lot of motion going on.
We don't need
Second inside. Second inside.
Yeah, Dennis, getting some eyes here. This pin is diabolical. Only a few paces off the very back edge of the screen, up on a shelf. You got to drop off here. A real tester for these guys. The superintendent did not mess around today with his pin selection.
Yeah, it's a really tough one to get close to here at 12. So we'll see if these guys can get it up and down. Actually, we're just getting word now. I think we have a shot. Neil just seemed to have let Jim's bag fall over for the first time today of what I assume will be a number.
There's a Tor saying, a lying bag never falls.
We had a little bit of a disturbance off camera. TC has played up a fine putt.
Ball's away here, Dennis. Good pace. This should work a little bit back to the hole. Oh yeah, very good leave. Maybe 2.5 feet. Back to you.
All right, pretty decent effort there from the guys. Let's see if Jim can engage that world-class wedge game now.
Dennis, I do want to point out here the difference between the amateurs and one of the best ever is he is taking a wedge. Oh, and he's nipped it. Taking the spin off. You know what? He's going to have about 7-8 feet though for his par. That will have his full attention. Dennis, it's just, it's difficult to know how much Jim's timing and rhythm was thrown off there with his bag falling to the ground. You hate to see that. Here he is, 8 foot for par. Ball's away. Yeah, right in the heart.
Let's go, baby. Good putt, sir.
You don't want to say they're must makes this early in the match, but that was a very important make nonetheless. Here's Tron, and he's made quick work of that par for Team Tron Soly. They remain 1 under. We're heading to the 13th hole, a gettable par 5 today. Back to you, Dennis.
Yeah, you said it, Randy. Fantastic risk-reward par 5 here, the 13th. It looks to be right in the 530 range from those tees we'll be playing today. Anything in the fairway here should have these guys thinking about going for the green in 2, but there is so much that can go wrong up there. Tough bounces around that firm green. They just seem to pop up all the time. We'll see what the boys can do today.
Pulls away. Leaking a little right, but that's the safe side. We'll see where that ends up, but the main thing here is it's dry.
Perfect.
You're solid with driver. He's just looking to get after this one, Dennis.
Like the car, right in your backswing.
Oh, he's pulled it. I think this is a water ball.
That's it.
But that's fine. His partner's in play. He was just looking to nuke that one. Back to you, Dennis.
Yeah, so the boys are taking full advantage of this scramble format in the early going. We've already seen 2 water balls from Soly now in the first 4 holes. Now let's go down to Jim's tee shot.
Oh, and he's worked one. The patented draw right down the middle, Dennis. That's a good one.
Ball there.
Oh, I think the intrigue's going to be what he's going to do for the second shot. Will he go for it? Will he put the foot to the pedal? We'll have to find out. Back to you.
Yeah, Randy, I think we'll definitely see him making a run at it in 2 here at 13. But first, it looks like the C-Suite is going to have a decision to make here.
Dennis, the boys are about 285 out. I think this is going to be where they're going to take full advantage of the scramble. I'm looking for Tron to probably lay up to a comfy distance, and then Soly just to hit 3 wood as hard as he can and see what happens. I'm getting word Tron has a 6 iron here. He's looking for about a 175, 180 shot. He got a little wind in, touch off the left. Good swing, and that'll leave him in a great position should they need it, Dennis. That's just smart team golf there. 275, Dennis, and you can't help but seeing Soly fluff his lie off of Tron's divot. He's got the disco stick. This is going to have to be all he has here. Oh, ball's away. That is well struck, just a little left. That should have enough to cover, though.
Woo.
Oh yeah, that's
to cover. Yeah, it's got enough to cover.
I'm getting word it has enough to cover, Dennis. That is confirmed. That's a beautiful shot and really sets him up well. Back to you.
Yeah, smart play there by Soly and Tron. I couldn't really tell if Soly's ball got up. There's some bushes up there near the green. I couldn't tell if he was behind those. But let's quickly go over to Neil and Jim, who are pretty deep in their process here on 13.
We got about 245. He's off the left.
Got 3 wood. Ball's away. Dennis, that's right at it. That's a good number.
Going. Oh, might take the feet. Good down. All right, back rim.
It's tough to tell. Not much gallery up there to give a reaction to, but man, from where I sit, that looked good. Right at it. Back to you, Dennis.
You guys ham and egging?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're, getting to know each other, but I think it's so far a successful partnership. I hope we can give me the ride home because I'm not what you call liquid right now.
God, that was a sick shot by Jim. Maybe just a quarter of a club too much. It does roll over the back. And taking advantage of these key opportunities is going to be something that our swing analyst, Club Pro guy, is back to talk about. He would love to see Furyk sharpen those moments up just a little bit. Jim's going to be the focus of today's edition of This Really Needs to Improve, presented by Callaway Golf.
Okay, let's take a look at the action of 1993 Nike Tour graduate James Michael Furyk. When most golf fans think of Jim, the first thing that comes to mind is his almost iconic sense of fashion, and deservedly so. But as a teacher of the game, the thing that gets my attention that nobody ever talks about is a golf swing that's slightly unorthodox, especially through the hitting area. Homemade swings like Jim's are notoriously dependent on timing, and relying on timing is a breeding ground for inconsistency, a hallmark of Jim's career. He's a dichotomy, and this swing here is a great example. Jim almost slam dunks this 3-wood from 245 out, yet is unable to hold off Rory McIlroy at last year's Players' Championship. I call that consistent inconsistency. When it's all working, this is a guy that can produce super low rounds, like the 58 we saw at the 2016 Travelers. But he can also give you long stretches of disappointment, reflected in his $71 million in career earnings, a distant third behind Tiger and Phil. Jim Furyk, the Champions Tour can't get here soon enough.
Thanks, as always, to Club Pro Guy for stopping by, sharing some of his depth of insight into Jim's game. Randy, let's go back down to the action on 13, where it looks like Soly and Tron are. Which ball are they going to take down there?
Dennis, they've chosen to play Tron's ball back here.
Nice layup, Tron.
I think they're very confident. They each have new technology in the bag. Some MD5 Callaway wedges. We'll have to ask them about that. But they were eager to play this shot. 85 yards here, Dennis. This is a green light special. Pulls away just out to the right. He's pushed it a little bit.
Lower tier.
It won't hurt anybody.
No, I missed from that like that.
Again, it gives his partner total freedom here to attack the flag. Good swing. This one's just hanging out to the right as well, Dennis. Oh, that's going to come up a little short.
Yikes.
They'll still have about 15, 20 feet, though, for their birdie.
Not the best commercial there for that new Callaway wedge. And I want to stress, results vary. You know, it's more of a carpenter issue than the tool issue.
Yeah, I mean, shit. There you see Jim's second hop pitch mark there from 245. That's pretty good from the Tour Pro.
Dude, it's a 3-wood. He's a pro. I mean, I'm like, what do you people expect? Of course, he's gonna hit it close. I do want to stress, though, Dennis, as TC has informed me, he's officially deemed this the rub of the green.
He's going to need to fly this and kill it just in front of this ridge that feeds down to the flag, Dennis. Ball's away. Oh, and I think he's done just that. This ball should take the ridge, funnel down. I take it back, Dennis. That's about 15 feet short. You know, some of that unpredictability, you're going to get that at the Muni course. That's part of the fun, part of the charm. Back to you.
Yeah, some of the hops out here can just be, a little more unpredictable than what the best in the world are used to navigating day in and day out. Suddenly, this hole's looking a lot different for Furyk.
You have here is what we in the biz like to call a Mongolian reversal. It looked like Jim was in the catbird seat. Tron and Soly had 85 yards for their third shot. And here we are, Jim's away, putting for birdie. It's a fickle game. You never know. This is going to be quick. It's coming down the slope. He's got to make sure this one doesn't get away from him.
This way a little bit, but
Yeah, sounds like Neil was maybe trying to sneak in a read there as Jim had already addressed the ball, just injecting a needless bit of insecurity there.
Puts away. Looks like good speed. It's just burned by on the right side. He'll clean that up for his par 5. And he'll stay at level par. Back to you.
Yeah, one thing the locals do say out here is that all these putts do tend to break towards Murph's pool. It's going to be interesting to see if these guys can pick that up or if they really know where Murph's pool is.
He's drawn from about 15 feet. This is going to be back up the hill. I think they're looking to start this just outside the right. Putts away, well struck, plenty of pace. He's hit it through the break. Slide right by. That putt's been conceded for a par.
very generous.
Jim, not only a fierce competitor, also a gentleman. It's cool to see that still alive in the game today. Here's Soly for a birdie. Let's see if he can do what he did on 10. Putts away. It's curling towards the hole. Oh, and it just misses on the low side. Jim dodges a bullet. Tron and Soly stay at 1 under par. We're headed to 14.
One of the signature par 3s out here at Jack's Beach. Come on.
Well, missed opportunity there for Jim at 13 after a nearly pitch-perfect second shot, but I really do like his chances here at 14. It's a par 3 with trouble looming just about everywhere. We'll have a front pin today, so short and dry is really a totally fine place to be, but I would expect the 17-time Tour winner to take dead aim here.
165 flag here, Dennis. Tron has a 9-iron. I think the strategic play is he wants to leave one under the hole, which is a good spot. Good strike. It's out to the right. Will it catch a little bit of that slope? He's asking for it. Well, come up a little short, but very playable from there. I think Soly's going to hit a 9.
Okay.
He's going to just look to land it on the front of the green. Ball's away. That's just bleeding out to the left of the hole. Into the trap. They'll have an interesting decision here, Dennis. It should be an 8-iron, Dennis. Again, 165. The wind has settled down. If anything, I think it's a little help. A little off our right. Well struck, and he's got this one curling right at the flag.
Good. Yes, sir.
That's going to be about,
A little left.
we'll call it 8 feet right below the hole. Pretty good stuff there, Dennis. Back to you.
And no surprise to see the Tour star just feeding on this par 3. Randy, no one gets us closer to these guys down there on the ground, and if you don't mind, how about just take a second to catch up with Jim. Just give us a little bit more insight of what he's going through down there.
We're gonna do a little quick walk and talk here on 14. Appreciate it, Jim. I know you're in the thick of it here. Talk to me. Do you feel good where you are? Are we starting to maybe force the issue a little bit here coming up these next few holes?
I don't think it's quite time to force the issue. I think right now, we're only 4 holes in. We have 5 left. I've missed a couple really good opportunities. A good wedge at 11. Missed the putt. 3-wood that landed just a few inches from the hole in the last hole. It's too much club. Didn't get it up and down. I've kind of had my chances to be, tied or maybe even 1 up. These guys have made some putts, so no time to really panic yet, but start getting like another shot behind, then yeah, we're gonna have to force the issue a little bit.
I know, obviously you're from Pennsylvania, but you've called Ponte Vedra, you've called this area home for a number of years. How do you like it down here?
I've lived here longer than anywhere else in my life, so I always grew up in Pennsylvania, and that's home. But Jacksonville now, we've raised our family here. My daughter's 17, my son's 15. This is home. We have our foundation here. I can't really ever see Tabitha and I leaving the Jacksonville area. So love the people, love the water. Just been a really good spot for us.
Are you a fishing guy, a boat guy? Do you take advantage of the water around here? Surfer maybe?
I can't surf. I'd like to be able to surf, but I don't think I'm tough enough to actually paddle out. And then I started thinking about sharks, if I were dead honest. I love to fish. So my dad was a fisherman. He was a bass fisherman growing up. I've got a little fishing boat on the St. Johns River, and I don't get in it and fish nearly as much as I'd like to, but I just love being out in the water, kind of out in the middle of nowhere, no cell phone, just good to be peaceful.
Well, I will say, standing invite, my associate Dennis and I, we like to have board meetings out on our stand-up paddle board, so feel free to join us out there.
Where do you do that?
Like. Just in the ocean here off Neptune Beach.
That's hard, there's waves out there.
Sometimes.
It's a lot easier in the river.
That's right, that's right. Well, hey, thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thanks.
Give these guys' ass a little bit.
We're setting them up early.
Great stuff there, Randy. And Jim, I would like to reiterate, that's a standing invite. You're welcome anytime. Randy, let's get back to some golf down there.
All right, Dennis, Soly's ball was actually up. It just stopped short of the bunker. They have a clean lie, and they like this angle better. Tron, of course, will be putting this. He'll be first to play. Again, just looking to cozy something up there in the circle of trust. Ball's away through the fringe. Good pace on this one. And he's done exactly that.
Nice play.
So that's a nice play there by Tron.
All right, here's Soly now looking to give this one a run.
Played is long, and it's still.
And that'll come up just a little short. That's the cardinal sin when you're scrambling. Over to Jim now, who has a great look at birdie.
Started just outside left. Oh, it slid by on the low side. You gotta wonder if that's a read problem or a bad putt. We'll have to catch up, and I'll get word for the folks there.
Dennis, they're trying to spot the pin here on 15 green.
That's it. Over the path.
All right, you heard Neil down there. Yes, this is 15. Indeed, it's a short par 4, but one of my favorites on the golf course. It's all about figuring out where this pin is, what club you want into the green. Although the longer scumbags they'll just blow it right over the corner and get something up there close to the green. It's a great hole. I can't wait to see how these guys play. Randy, down to you.
Dennis, TC has an iron here. He's once again just looking to get the team in position.
As much golf as I've seen him play, I don't think I'll ever quite get used to seeing Tron just aim directly into those trees on the right before just pulling it over the top and just right in the middle of the fairway. It's the TC way.
Should leave him somewhere around 85 to 90 yards out.
He aims 80 yards right. It's insane.
Really frees Soly up here with the driver to take dead aim. He's looking to cut the whole corner off this dog leg. Oh, and he struck that really well. That's up in God's hands now, folks. I can't see where that one's headed.
I get that first tree up on the mound.
I want to stress here, folks, Neil's played this course about 3 times in his life.
Can I get this in that bunker, or do I have to go to the right of it?
The left side of the bunker is 245.
Oh, you go right at it then.
Jim with a little less than driver. That should be, again, right in that 90 to 95 range. Just a little wedge into this green. I think he likes that one.
Yeah, you heard Jim mention that is a honey hole of a yardage there.
There's Jim with just a wedge. 116 balls away. This again looks like it's right at it, Dennis.
Oh yeah.
One hop.
You're gonna love that.
Again, tough reaction from the gallery. I don't know. It looks really good though, Dennis. We'll have to find out.
Oh, that is such a good shot from Jim there to get up on that back shelf. That's a combo of good caddying, good yardage, and just being a hell of a good wedge player. Meanwhile, let's see what the bomb and gougers have going on up there.
All right, team bomb and gouge here, Dennis. They're gonna be looking to run something up
that back shelf. That's a
overhanging branch issue, so they're gonna have to keep it a little low. Get something trundling. Tron's played it out to the right, hoping to bring it back.
Didn't take that at all.
It's just gonna stay out there.
You're so judgmental, Randy.
Soly now. I think he'll be looking More direct line.
Bite.
Yeah, that's running past the hole.
This is so fun.
Tough angle over here, Dennis.
You'll notice Neil's laid the bag down as Jim said. Lying bag never falls. I think that's an ancient Zen quote.
I think it's a pretty straight putt here, Dennis. This for birdie. Falls away. Just hangs out to the right.
I was pushed in that.
TC saying he pushed a little bit. They're in for par. Soly be looking to ram this one right in the back. This to go to 2 under as a team, Dennis. Puts away, and that looks like it's going to hang out to the right. I can't help but wonder if you paid attention to Tron's putt there. That'll be a 4 for Soly and Tron, and they will remain at 1 under.
Yeah, that looked like 2 identical misses there, Randy. The boys did not take advantage of this scramble format here at the 15th. Meanwhile, Jim has a chance to square this thing up at 1 under.
Just 4 feet to get to 1 under and tie Tron and Soly. Oh, nice roll there, Dennis. In the heart.
0-0 ball game.
Mr. 58 is on the board. We got a brand new ball game. Heading to 16T.
Well, we officially have a match on our hands now, folks, as Furyk has just tied things up with a birdie on 15. Let's move now to the 16th. From the air, it's just a very straightforward par 4, as you can see. Things do get a little interesting with those humps and bumps in the front left of the green there, and with that front pin today, this is really going to be an exercise in distance control for these players. Furyk now on the tee.
Patting it right to left ball flight. Yeah, that will be left center, perfect position. See here, Dennis, we'll see how the boys react not having the honor. First time all day. TC with driver, and that is pumped right up the left side. That's ideal. Took a little bit of a ground kick left there, though, Dennis. We'll have to check that one out. Really nice, solid strike, though. Here's Soly with driver. Oh, that's way right. That's touch them all.
Wow, that is flag right there.
That club slip?
Go way right.
Soly, that club slip?
Yeah, a lot.
Part of the charm here at Jack's Beach is some of these amazing water features. We have a good example here on the 16th. You may have noticed some fountains on the 13th. Really cool aesthetic here. Just in the best possible way, tons of charm here at the local muni.
Yeah, many people call that the highest waterfall in Jacksonville, Randy. Great work by our camera crew down there. Let's go up to the fairway.
Dennis,
But I
they
think
have
it's gonna bounce.
96 here to the flag. The whole thing is the contours right around the screen. The mounding makes it interesting. TC is
We like that.
just
Gotta
left
sit.
of the flag. Okay, just a little long. That'll hold the green. They'll give them a putt at it at least. Again, the whole challenge is you can't really land it short because of these contours. It really sends the ball off in weird directions. This one's more right at it. Oh, if this is a number, that's good. And it is, and it is. That's to about 5 feet, Dennis. They'll have a great look at birdie. Back to you.
Fantastic shot there. Well-timed shot from Soly. Let's take another look at this one. He judges the spin perfectly. They will have 2 shots at what looks like an absolute tap-in birdie here at 16. Randy Furyk really needs to answer here.
Dennis, he has 82 yards here. This is just a little wedge.
Let's keep it down a little bit.
Balls away. This one predictably right at the flag.
Saddle.
That's going to spin a little. Oh, he
Storm greens, I spin one back.
zipped it off the front. We'll see if he can conjure a little magic here.
He's offered to give Tron a chipping lesson or some work with his wedges after the round. I mean, it's like a Make-A-Wish campaign out here. It's unbelievable, this guy. He's selfless. I'd also like to say one more thing. I'd like to call out Jack's Beach Golf Club. Really, for the caddies annually, it's the best stop on tour.
Dennis, Jim has putter here from off the green. Bit of a slow putt. Coming up to the hole. He's left it just a few feet short. Should be no problem for his par. With these other guys in tight for birdie, I can't help but think He'll drop a stroke back. Here's Tron. Right away, take care of the birdie in the throat. Tron and Soly moved to 2 under. We have 2 to play.
As you putt that one, TC? Did you see into the bottom of the cup as you line that one up?
Putt birdies. Get a putt birdie.
This is the question. I wasn't asking for a gimme.
I've seen TC miss a couple.
It's cool to see these competitors go back and forth, Dennis. It's just a real thrill being here. Thick of the action.
Folks, Furyk punches on 15. The boys answer back on 16 with a great birdie. Let's move over now to the electric 17th hole. It is a very drivable par 4 from only about 280 yards from the tees we'll be playing today, but there is OB left, there's houses left, and every slope right of this fairway just kicks down to that water. And honestly, looks like kind of maybe a very muni challenge there on the 17th tee as well there, Randy.
Charm here, Jim.
275.
This is what happens when the ball goes too far. They got to back these tees all the way up against the trees.
Man like yourself. Honest question. When's the last time you played a municipal?
And I grew up on the first golf course I was a member at was Overlook Golf Club, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, municipal golf course. Played there for a year or 2, moved over to Four Seasons public golf course. So that's kind of where my golfing days started. When's the last time I played a municipal? It's probably been a little while.
Sure.
There's been a lot of CCs at the end of the clubs I've played recently, probably.
Well, I want to say we do have a standing Thursday game out here.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome anytime you're in town
Good golf course.
to come on out here and join our game.
Are there a bunch of sandbaggers, or are they pretty honest?
There's a few sandbaggers.
Yeah, well, every group has a few sandbaggers. I think we do on tour probably too, to be honest with you.
1 down, 2 to play. We got a reachable par 4 here. We got a par 5 finisher. Or do we need
If
birdie?
there is any chance in the world that I can get there, I'm going for it at this point. There's no way I'm going on this show and having this show up, for a worldwide audience and then me laying up. It's not going to happen.
Very
We're
good.
going down in flames, or we're going to make like eagle. We'll see.
God, I'd love
All
to
right.
hear that. Thanks, Jim. Guys, I can bring you in just real quick, just for a word.
That's some help.
We're 1 shot up. I think you guys have been hamming and anging it really well so far. What's the plan here these last 2 holes?
Well, we're in Tron's Alley. This is a place that, we've seen time and time again that the guy knows how to convert and perform under pressure in this site. So I'm just going to the whip. I'm gonna, saddle on. Just gonna ride TC to the finish.
Goal this year was 2019. I'm gonna ace this par 4.
What a time it would be, folks. Well, I'll let you get to it. Best of luck here down the stretch. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Randall.
Dennis, back to you.
All right, strap in, folks. 2 exciting holes left. Tron will be first to play here at 17.
276 flag here, Dennis. Tron's got a 3-wood. This is the start of TC Alley. I think he's going to be looking to land one about 245 and let it release back to the flag. That's way out to the right, and I think that's waterlogged. Is the pressure getting to him, Dennis?
Tough scene there.
I don't know. Something to keep an eye on. This becomes an important shot for Soly.
But did you have iron to go with the green?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
I work out, Jim.
I guess.
Perhaps the
He's got a
gamesmanship.
Frankenstein iron. It's all fucked out of shit. It's not people.
Soly here with a driving iron. Getting 276 to the flag. Bit of a help wind. His partner in trouble. That's a miss. He doesn't like it, but it's a good miss. Right down the middle. That's a good layup. Not quite what he was looking at, but the key thing is he's safe, Dennis.
How do you know that?
Back to you.
Oh, just a couple of A1 high pressure swings from the boys there. Looks like another opening for Jim Furyk.
This is a 3-wood here for Jim. 276. Wonderful strike. Just a little left of that green. Should clear the bunker. We'll give him a pitch and a putt from up there. It's safe though. 3's in play. We'll take a big hop here for him. It just settles on the front. Not the best effort.
Yeah, I'd actually say that was pretty shitty there, Randy. That puts even more pressure here on Soly if they're going to try to make a 3.
Soly has a 60 here. And 65 yards to the flag. Wind behind. Ball's away. Nice contact. Is it a good distance?
Oh, just skip past the hole. That's a good look for birdie. Come on, Dennis. Let's catch up to these other guys.
Yeah, Randy, we're getting word from our spotters down there. Jim's ball it did catch that greenside bunker. It's absolutely foobarred down there. Can you hopefully get us a better look?
So every good caddy that I've ever met is extremely, I mean, Paul Tesori, basically the most positive man I've ever met in my life, right? So I need some positive vibes on this.
Oh, I love it. I feel like we got lucky here.
Just because of all the room, it probably helps me get it all the way to the pin. It would have been tough from the middle of the bunker. Right?
Listen, that lip's soft right there. We're gonna get a club on the back of this. Plenty of spin. It's not even that much of a downhill line. We're golden, pony boy. We are golden. Plenty of green to work with. I'd like to see you keep this on the left side of the hole.
Lots of positivity flowing from this twosome right now, Dennis. Really fun to be a part of.
Yeah, Randy, I'm not sure he can keep this thing on the green.
Oh God, that's why they paying the big bucks, folks. We'll take that.
Just no way to stop that, Dennis, but a heck of an effort there. He will have a putt for 3. I think, you know, that's a win in and of itself.
What's that?
That's the rub of the green.
Yeah, it is.
Heck of a time to conjure something here for Jim. He's made some huge putts in his career. Will this be another one?
Stay up.
Just slips by on the right. Putt's conceded. That'll be a par 4. He will remain at 1 under. Tron and Soly will have a putt to take a 2-stroke lead. Tron wasting little time with this one. It's outside left. Confident stroke, balls away.
Tugged it a tad.
Yeah.
Just tugged it a tad, he said. Good speed. They have their par. Now Soly for a birdie to take a 2-stroke lead. Putts away. This one's right at it. Oh, Dennis, that's in the heart. That is a
Big putt there, Dennis. That's a 2-shot lead heading to the 18th. You gotta wonder if that's a bit of a dagger here. Only time will tell. Emotions are starting to get raw. A lot on the line here. I don't have to remind people at home. Just some really good golf, though, that we're seeing. What a scene out here. Back to you.
Well, just a very deflating turn of events for Jim Furyk fans there. But a great up and in by Soly from 65 yards. That's going to give the C-Suite a 2-shot advantage going into the par 5 finisher. This was the biggest change made in the renovation of the golf course. It's turned this hole into a very reachable par 5, but between you and me, it's pretty much goddamn impossible to keep your second shot on this green up there. But let's see if the players attack. I got to think anything in the fairway should just about seal it for Tron and Soly here.
18th hole here, Dennis, back into the breeze. One of the more demanding tee shots on the course. Trouble all the way up the left, and folks, that is why they call Tron a generational driver of the golf ball. That is dead down the middle when they needed it most. Heck of a shot. Here's Soly now totally freed up. That's headed right. It's going to be close to sticking on land. I think it should. Yeah, that'll be dry. That'll be an interesting interesting decision there, which one they want to go with. Beautifully struck, right inside the tree line up the right side. That should leave him the optimal angle to go for this green in 2. He's done what he's needed to. True competitor. Dennis, back to you.
All right, folks, it looks like we're going down to the wire here. Tron is in the fairway. He's quite a ways back from Soly's ball, which it looks like they're actually going to opt to play from the right rough.
17th right here.
Not a good number for TC, especially with the wind out of the rough. What are you thinking here, Soly?
I think I'm gonna hit a 4-iron.
Try to gouge a 4-iron and get it over the
I don't think it water. I'm not playing that pin. Like if we're at in front of that green, we're in totally good shape. So
play between the pin and the bunker and just
There's plenty of space up there. I'm not trying to take this pin on too badly.
I mean, this is some of the thickest rough on the course.
I had a great lie. I wouldn't have picked it up.
That's not a good lie, guys. I'd like you to zoom in. This might skip off the water.
He's just looking to keep this one dry, Dennis. It might skip up. Oh, it comes up just short.
That was well struck too.
Some of the thickest rough out here on this course, Dennis, right here on 18.
Randy, how's Soly's lie down there?
Dennis, I've had a chance to look at it. It's
left you hanging twice now.
it's not a bad lie. I think he can get a lot of club on this ball. He's got a 4-iron. Moment of the match right here. Oh yeah, that's really well struck.
Sit. No. Sit.
Oh, Dennis, there is trouble long.
Yeah, there's no f***ing way that thing stopped.
Or no?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. That was
It may be playable, but
almost too well
not
struck.
wet. But
Holy smokes, we could have a developing situation. Dennis are going right at it. Green light special. This is a wood. He's taking a dead aim.
Oh, I hit it right where you said not to.
Well struck. It's
Down.
just hanging out to the right.
Might be short.
Yep, bouncing, maybe.
That's so bad.
He doesn't like it. That was 210 into a pretty good win there. Just left it out to the right. I think it will be dry. He's got to get it up and down though for a birdie to have a chance. Back to you, Dennis.
Yeah, you see our camera is behind the green down there, but that ball actually should be fine. It's just right of the green. It will be a tough up and down, though.
Big news to report. Soly is wet. Our faithful cameraman reported that ball was traveling a good bit of speed into the pond. Jim is up in 2. That's an imperative up and down there for birdie, and these guys will have to get it up and down here for the 1-stroke victory. God, I can't wait to see what happens. Dennis, back to you.
Folks, it's uncomfortable, but we do need to take another slow-mo look at this shot from Soly. Notice the club twirl and the pimp step there, as he believes he has absolutely flagged this one. Of course, that ball's going in the water. There's no doubt that ball's going in the water, but it's really heartbreaking to see from such a talented young player. It does seem like quite a learning moment. Hopefully, he'll take something away from that. But Randy, what's the situation up by the green?
Jim just told me off camera this ball's got to go in. He expects his opponent to make 5.
All right.
Hey, quiet back here for me, guys. Just keep it down.
Dennis, I gotta say, I got more confidence with him with a wedge there from me from about 10 feet with a putter. Holy smokes. He should clean that up for a birdie. I think Jim will finish at a 234. We'll see if the boys can get it up and down for the 1-shot victory. Back to you.
That's a superb wedge from Jim there with the green running away from him. That's a lot harder than that looks. And now the picture's clear. Can Tron summon a wedge? Can Soly get this thing up and down after that water ball? They need to get it up and down here for a 1-shot win.
Dennis, up and down for the win. That's it. Tron here with a wedge, which is a bit of a surprise. He's been working hard at this shot. Falls away and he's it's certainly no Jimmy film up there. See what Soly has. Here's Soly. Up and down for the win. He's got it pretty good. That's trundling up the hole. Unfortunately, Dennis, that's pretty good. I think that's going to do it. Jim, I'd make him putt that though. Oh, and he's conceding.
See, he's a better sportsman than you are.
Hell of a competition.
Good match.
Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. That was fun. Thank you. Don't act so surprised.
Jim, thank you. Just a moment here. I know some emotion running through you. First of all, talk to me about the course. What'd you think of Jack's Beach Muni?
I love it. Actually, it's in really good shape. Nice layout, challenging. Some water out here. You can get in a lot of trouble. Have to drive it really well. Risk reward. I mean, there was a bunch of reachable par 5, 17 reachable par 4. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's first time playing and seeing this golf course, especially since it's been redone. So I'd like to come back and play.
Do you feel like you left a few out here today?
My short game and putting were pretty atrocious. Pretty decent ball striking day. Hit some decent wedges. I think lack of course knowledge. Spinning one back on the 16th green. Maybe a bad break at 17, but missed some putts. Hit the ball over, it's number 12, the par 5. Hit the ball over number 12, didn't get the ball up and down coming back. So made a lot of mistakes from course, course knowledge and maybe managing the golf course. But still shot, 1 or 2 under, and solid day, but should have been a lot better.
I don't want to read in between the lines, but sounds like you just drove a pretty good sized vehicle over your caddy there. I do want to, you experienced some of the highest of highs in golf. You've been on, some the tougher end of some, defeats. Help me place where does this stack up when you look back on it in 10, 15 years? Where will this today's result
probably not quite as devastating as losing the Ryder Cup in Paris. That one, and then I'd have to say the father-son match of 1984 back in Pennsylvania still sticks with me.
Sure, I think all the viewers will certainly remember that one.
Yeah, that one that one still stings. That kid and his father that beat us just weren't that good.
Jim, thank you so much for your time. You're gracious in defeat. This was a real treat, I know, for all of us. And best of luck with the upcoming season.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. This is going to teach me a little bit about what I have to work on. Putter's not consistent. Short game needs to get a lot tighter. And coming out here to Jack's Beach, conditions are perfect. This past pound, if you can't chip here, you can't chip anywhere. And I didn't get the ball up and down.
Thank you. Now, I'd like to bring in our winners.
Wow.
Guys,
used to that.
Congratulations,
Thank you so
first
much.
of all.
Thank you.
Hey,
Tron, congratulations.
You're in front of you, Randy.
You guys were ham and egging it out there. A tale as old as time. Talk to me about, you guys fed off each other, you executed the game plan. Did things go as you expected out there?
I've got like an arsenal of, maybe 5 really good shots per round. So when TC's out there in the fairway, I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to waste, right? So I blew a couple in the water. I felt totally freed up really the whole day. Even that last shot, I know TC went in the water there, but felt really good over that ball. So I also paid tribute and put one in the water. But it was just great ham and egging. We weren't a great team necessarily at Timuquana, but we worked on a few things. We talked about a few things. We had a great strategy, never strayed from it. And to emerge victorious, it's I would have to say the most meaningful win of my career.
Tron, what a trophy on the wall. Top 50 player, major winner. You took him down. Talk to me about, what that means to you.
Well, first of all, I think we both knew we had Neil over on the bag over there. Kind of, we could rely on him a little bit.
A mole, if you will.
Caddy was fine.
I can't blame it on the caddy. It's no self-respecting player would blame his caddy after a loss.
Sure.
Are you a self-respecting player?
Search for a story.
I didn't say no self-respecting player.
He's searching for a story over there.
No, I mean this means everything. Home turf. As Jim said, past Palom. Been through some dark times here as far as my chipping goes. Typically, Jim, I wouldn't even dare bring the wedge into play there. I would have bumped a hybrid or even putted it, which
honestly didn't notice.
That's
cool. Very classy.
I know you've been in the lab. You've been putting in work and it shows.
I have. People have been shitting on me left and right online about my chipping and about how there's no way I'm a 2.1, which I don't think I'm a 2.1 either. But that's what the USGA says I am. So I have to accept that. So
that's the.
And now we're victors. So you can take away my 2.1, but you can't take away the victory.
Amen to that, guys. Any last words here for the folks at home?
Gosh, there's a lot of people to thank. I don't even want to begin to name names. I'll leave somebody out. I think just being on our home turf, I think we had a home course advantage. I really do. We knew a couple of the breaks, knew a couple of the bounces, and that's the difference. Playing at this top level is it's razor thin. As well as anyone, as long as you've covered this game, that one bounce here or there, and this could have gone the opposite way. So we're going to celebrate this win, but we're not going to get too high on our own supply. We know there's still some work to do, and if we want to get back to this standing here again, we start tomorrow.
Dennis, you heard it here first. 2 worthy champions. Still a hunger in their belly, though. On behalf of myself, all the competitors, the thousands of fans out here at Jack's Beach, back to you from another terrific wild world of golf.